Hi friends, welcome to another Scrap and Sketch Saturday video. Today I wanted to share with you 25 Christmas cards that I made using this oldie but goodie paper pad from Recollections. It's called Pinecone Lodge and it's several years old. I think my sister gifted this to me, but it's got, well, it had 180 sheets of different pattern paper. I think there's like 4 or 5 of each sheet, maybe less. But anyway, it is copyweight paper, so in my case it didn't really bother me much because I backed everything on cardstock. And it has some great cut aparts that I used, so I'll show those to you. So I used this pad, and then I pulled out this chipboard sheet from Echo Park. It's the Deck the Halls collection, and I got this I think last year at Tuesday Morning. There are several pieces that coordinated well with the papers I chose, so I used that. And the first few, I did not even use the paper pad, but rather I used some scrap pieces from my stash of green and white papers, and I'll show you those. This is not using a sketch, but just something I saw on Pinterest, and I can't remember where, because I saw it on several boards. But anyway, I just used my Martha Stewart punch, snowflake punch, and then just used up different shades of green from my stash of scraps, and then had some ribbon, and then stamped in red the sentiment that I wanted. Then there's a bit of sparkle that you might notice, and that's from, I think it was some stickles that I used on there. I think it's the diamond stickles, but it just looks really pretty. And then I wanted to use, that was the green scraps, so I decided to use the white scraps so I could actually, use them as snowflakes. And so I backed up the card front with some cardstock. So there's some green, here's another green, the red ribbon. And then here's some red with the iridescent ribbon. I made 2 of those with 2 different sentiments. So this was fun to do. So I was able to make 10 of these. And my assignment for our boutique was to make 25. So that's 10. And then for the rest I used sketches. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. Okay, so I will start with sketch 293, and I will preface by saying these are not, those cards, these ones that I just showed you are the size that I normally use for my cards, which is, oh my gosh, 4 by 5.5. Okay, so 4 by 5.5 size cards, and they're the kinds that you can get in the stacks from Michael's. But this time, for these rest of the cards, I decided I wanted to use up these envelopes that I've had in my stash forever. I bought them way back when, and they were like in a box of like 500 or something. It was just an enormous amount of envelopes. And I've been using them throughout the years for Christmas and for Valentine's, and I thought I have still a bunch. I'm going to use it for these cards as well. So these cards measure 4.5 by 6. So that's the size of these cards that I made. So I used this sketch, and I made my own little measurements on this side because usually on here I write measurements for the 4 by 5.5 size. So enough about that. So here is sketch 293. These are the cards. And I'll show you kind of side by side. I didn't divvy too far away from the sketch, other than I didn't put a bow on this side, but otherwise I matted the papers like I mentioned. I used my handy dandy banner punch. It's a 1-inch banner punch that I absolutely love to have on hand to make all these little perfect size banners. So there's that one. Here's this one that I used a chipboard piece, and this top circle is on foam squares. There's this one. I used a snowflake on this one, and a chipboard piece there. Okay, and then any of the dark cards, any of the black ones I should say, the black card base cards, I did line with some white cardstock on the inside. So these are nice and sturdy cards. Okay, so that's that one. Then I used MFT Sketch 284. Did I mention the number on that one? Yes, 293 was that one. This one's MFT 284. So, kind of set this one over here so you can still see it. And then here's the card. So here's the first one. I stamped piece down here and added some die cut corners. Added one of the chipboards there. I actually stamped the word piece up there and it was all funky, so I covered it up with that chipboard piece. And here's this one. And these are cut aparts from the collection. I forgot to mention that. There's more die cut corners. Here's this one with the chipboard piece there. And on this one I added the die cut corners on opposite corners and centered this a little more. This one was a little bit more to the left. And then this one here, and I did put this one up on foam squares. And it's a different die cut for the corners. So fun, fun, fun. Okay, that's that one. Then I used this one here, and I apologize for the glare. It's Mojo Monday Sketch 207. And for this one, or these set of cards, what I did was I used some cut aparts that I had in my stash from a different collection. I believe it's a Bo Bunny, if not Making Memories collection from years ago. I'd saved them because they had different sentiments, and I thought I can someday use them on some cards. And sure enough, I thought this one was fitting with the snowflakes in the background to have it say "Let It Snow." There's this one. I did the little circles on the side there, and again, using that punch makes these banners look so sharp because they're all the same size. And another one cut apart from that other collection. And again, the black card bases have white lining on the inside. Okay, and then the last one, but not least, I used this sketch number 327. I apologize if there's a glare, from Mojo Monday as well. And here's my favorite card from this collection. I absolutely love this one. I've always loved red, black, and white together. Great combo. And this is one of the chipboard pieces. And then I did use a scallop punch for the edge of that. And there's this one. It's 'Tis the Season, and a chipboard piece there. I only did 3 of these ones. And this is another cut apart. Added some more scalloped edge there. And part banner up there and some dots. So you can see I kind of varied, the sketch a little bit. On this one I did do it just as the sketches, and this one I made it a banner, and this one I just added a rectangle. So anyway, so that's my 25 cards for this time around. I can check this off my list of things for the boutique, and I'm off to do some other things. More Christmas stuff, so I apologize if you'll see a bunch of Christmas from here for the next few weeks, but I am working on some other Christmas projects aside from cards, and I'll share those with you as I complete them. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a happy crafty Saturday. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.